Let's have some beer. What be going down, people of the world? My name is Redbeard, and you're watching yet another beer review. Thanks so much for joining me. Smash, thumbs up in the face, all that fun stuff, and let's just get into it, shall we? For the beer of the today, we've got something pretty big and pretty fancy, and sent to me by someone who is not pretty big, but he's a bit fancy. He's a bit of a fancy guy. This is a bottle of 2021 Double Tempest by the Amsterdam Brewing Company out of Toronto, Ontario. I'm pretty sure it's 11.9. It's always 11.9. Double check. 11.9% ABV. Yay. I have had every year of this for the last, I want to say, maybe 4 years. And even some before that, because I went and visited Greg and we drank way too much of this in an evening. It was a fantastically ridiculous time. And I'm now looking around, because I know I grabbed, it's right there. Yes, Blade. Because wax tops are wax toppy. But I was taught by the beer rep from Nickelbrook. And it works so well. All you need to do, get something sharp and make yourself the smallest little indentation, like that, in the cap. Just cut the smallest piece out. And then you get your bottle opener. And your bottle opener goes right in there. And just get it in there. Get it in there. And your beer is open. As opposed to, I think it's Nickelbrook. They have this like ridiculous set of instructions on their wax top bottles where they say like, run it under warm water for blah, blah, blah. And then slowly peel it back. It's like, no, it's so much easier. It just works so well. Let's see what we have got. Pretty sure we have motor oil from a car, but the oil should have been changed like 2,000 kilometers previous. Like, you know, like it's not that bad if when you change your car, your oil looks like that, but as long as there's no chunks of metal in it, I guess. Boozy. Very, very boozy smelling Imperial Stout. Bourbon barrel aged Imperial Stout. But also very, very chocolatey smelling stout. Chocolate, roasty. Like the bang on, perfect, typical bourbon barrel aged Imperial Stout smell. It smells just like I would want to. Fantastic. Let's give her a shot. Thick. The roastiness. So much chocolate. It's very sweet. Like you could reduce this in a pot and make some kind of super decadent chocolate syrup out of it. This is super, super dessert beer. Almost like there's a bit of a warming sensation, but there's like almost no hint of the super high ABV in that beer. Let's do this. Cheers, everybody, and all the cheers to you, Greg. Thank you for doing what Amsterdam doesn't seem to have the brain power to do. Like you're a pretty big brewery, Amsterdam. How can you not ship your beer? Weird. Oh. I'm just trying to recall in my head what I thought of like the previous versions of this beer. I think I've very much enjoyed them all, but I can't. When I do a beer like this, I should actually go back and kind of revisit my old videos to see and then remember which ones I liked the best. But I think this is up there. This is one of the tastier Double Tempests I want to say I've had. This is so smooth and just it's sweet, but it's not like that Omnipolo Prodromus insane super, super sweet Imperial thing that they make. This is that, but toned down to the point where it's like the perfect level of sweetness. It's so good. Such a good beer. What do we got in here? I can't see. 35 years of Amsterdam is what's happening. Can sell her for 1 to 3 years in an upright position. And we got some stuff right here to read. And it's a white on silver background. That's fun. Amsterdam Brewing Company Limited. That's the address. Toronto, Amsterdam Brewery, blah, 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 blah. Tasting notes. Here we go. This year's Double Tempest has aromas of figgy pudding and dried plums that lead into notes of milk chocolate and vanilla. As the beer opens up, sweet dulce de leche balances the warmth of this extra strong beer that was aged in fresh bourbon barrels for 8 months. Serving temperature 8 to 12. I took it out of the fridge, so it's not that cold at all, but it's still glorious. Should be served in a tulip glass. We don't have actual ingredients, but I'm going to give them a pass on the date because this kind of beer, all you need is the year for the date. So, you know, we're going to give it a 9.5. It would be a 10. That is just textbook perfect bourbon barrel aged imperial stout right there. I feel like this is a beer. Like I know the Goose Island Bourbon County, whatever the hell crap it is, where they do like all the variants. I feel like Amsterdam could have some fun. I would love to try a spicy version of this beer. I think that'd be really good. But yeah, Untapped, I'm sure has something to say, and my mouse will let me go there right now. It's a 4.21 with 52 ratings overall for this year's version. That's a pretty highly rated beer. And if you've had the beer, let me know in the comments down below what you thought, because we're done. Like, dislike, the choice is yours. Subscribe, don't subscribe, bell notification, don't bell notification. Blah, blah, blah. Back with something like this pretty freaking soon. Peace out. I can totally hear everything out of my left ear the entire time. That was not easy to do. Christ.